this is TKIP reception block. Now TKIP reception block has to be little more intelligent than TKIP transmission block, because it has to first find out whether the TSC or TKIP sequence counter is in place or not. If current TKIP sequence counter is say going 100 and you receive a packet with TKIP sequence counter as 95, whether to accept that packet or not. Then if you receive a packet with TKIP sequence counter as say 70, to accept or not. If you get a packet with TKIP sequence counter as 102, whether to accept it or not. There are some rules. First and foremost rule is TKIP sequence counter should always increase. So any packet which is less than current TKIP sequence counter will be rejected. Now actually there is a sub rule to that rule, that last 16 packets with the TKIP sequence counter in 16 lower packets are also stored. But as of now, for simplicity, let's assume that TKIP sequence counter algorithm is simply monotonically increasing. So any packet which is less than the current accepted TKIP sequence counter number, you have to send that packet to higher layers, and any packet which is less than the accepted TSC number has to be simply rejected then and there. So the input to your TKIP reception will be your received MPDU. You are going to receive MPDU, so reassembly has to be done afterwards to get the MSDU, but the input is MPDU. You have to strip MAC header first, because you are not concerned much about MAC header. You need MAC header for decryption, as source and destination MAC address are part of the key, but first you have to strip off the MAC header. After stripping the MAC header, you can check the TSC. So if the TSC is in TSC window, which I said it can be 16, it is variable again, it is programmatically variable. But if that TSC is in window, then you have to accept the packet. If TSC is out of window, you have to simply reject the packet for bad TSC. If it is in window, you have to find out the IV, or the machine finds out the IV. IV is again clear text, so you can easily find out TKIP sequence counter initialization vector. Now, as there was a key mixing part in transmitter, similar type, the same shared key is present in receiver unit as well. So with the help of that key mixing, you can derive your encryption key, MIC key, master. With the help of master key, you can derive encryption key and MIC key. Now this IV and the encryption key will go as input to TKIP mixing block, and the output will be again key stream. Now with the help of key stream and the packet, which is MPDU, you can decrypt the packet and you can get the clear text packet. Now similarly, you will go on collecting the clear text packet and if it's a reassembly or if it's a fragmentation case, you can easily find out from the MAC header itself whether the fragmentation bit is on or off. If the fragmentation is on, then you have to wait for all the fragments to arrive, and then you have to do the reassembly. That reassembly will take place before going to check for MIC. After decryption, immediately your ICV check will also take place. If ICV is bad, again the packet will be rejected. Now why ICV can be bad? Either someone has tampered the packet, or the packet has been changed while transmission itself. If the packet changes in transmission, it's a CRC check ICV, so ICV has to change. Our ICV will be probably changing, so that faulty packets can be simply rejected here itself. Now the clear packet will get reassembled and will be given to MIC block. Now with the help of master key, you have already derived the MIC key. Now that MIC key and your reassembled packet will go to compute MIC block, and then you will compare the computed MIC with the MIC in the packet. If both MICs are same, the packet will be accepted and MSDU will be given to the higher layers. If Michael is failed, then simply the packet will be rejected, but it will not just be rejected, but MIC failure report will be sent to the AP. If the packet is from AP to the client, then and at the client's end, if MIC fails, client has to immediately report to AP that for so and so packet MIC is failed. This report is called as MIC failure report, and standard says if within a span of 1 minute 2 or more than 2 MIC failure reports are received by the access point, then it's access point's responsibility to stop the communication for 1 minute, then change the session keys and then start the communication again. So MIC failure is taken very seriously because it can be possible attack on TKIP. So if MIC failure occurs, the communication has to stop for a minute and then rekeying has to take place. All this thing is known as TKIP countermeasure. This slide is little repetition of the TKIP encryption part, what I have already said, but nevertheless there are some important points. Now for calculating MIC, you need MIC temporal key, source and destination addresses, and of course the packet. With the help of source and destination address, packet and key, the MIC temporal key is derived and MIC is inserted at the tail end of the MSDU, MAC service data unit. The sequence number, the MIC address, the MAC addresses and the temporal key are mixed to create 128-bit RC4 seed key. First 3 bytes of the key are stored in IV field and remaining bytes are stored as a free web key buffer, and this whole packet is sent to web processing. After web processing is done, the packet or MPDU is actually transmitted in the air. Similarly, while TKIP decapsulation, the IV or initialization vector, also known as TKIP sequence counter, and a temporal key which is derived from the session key are concatenated to create the RC4 seed key. With the help of RC4 seed key and your RC4 algorithm, the key stream is derived, and with key stream it is simply XORed with the packet to get the clear text packet. The key is demixed to create the TKIP sequence counter, and counter is checked to the sequence. This sequence should be always monotonically increasing. If the monotonically increasing sequence breaks, then that packet is not processed at all. After RC4 decryption, the MIC with the temporal MIC key is computed over the source and destination address and the decrypted packet, and is computed to the MIC field in the packet. So exactly the opposite thing is done. Again, with the key, with the source and destination addresses, the MIC key is derived, and with the help of MIC key, the MIC is computed and it is checked with the MIC which is present in the packet itself. If both these MICs are matching, then the packet is accepted, otherwise it is rejected. Now, few very important things that you should know. The MIC and key mixing are not very strong algorithms, cryptographically at least, but all the web related problems like small IV, retransmission, etc., all these problems are taken care in TKIP part, and TKIP is a temporarily in between solution. It's a quick fix for web, but it's not a long-term solution. For long-term, you must go with AES or CCMP, which is a part of 802.11i, but TKIP provides a solution for current access points and client platforms which are already deployed, and TKIP solution can be easily applied with a simple software upgrade, and TKIP works in application layer itself, so no hardware change is required. Along with that, most of the problems in web are being taken care in TKIP encryption. That's it for this video. Thank you. In this video series, I have tried to explain why TKIP is required, what were problems with web, how TKIP modifies web, and how these problems are taken care in TKIP protocol, how exactly encryption takes place, how decryption takes place, the important things, that is TKIP sequence counter and MIC message integrity check Michael, how are they computed and how are they used in TKIP process. Thank you for this whole video series. Please feel free to email me for any problems, suggestions, or any more things if you want. Thank you.